Hello everyone, I'm here today with another process video. This one is another one in my Double Trouble series where I work on 2-page 12 by 12 layouts. And today, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you might figure out what this is. These are all photos from Gringotts Bank at Universal Studios in Orlando. So I have all of those here. I have some more over here. And to save myself a little bit of work, I did draw out a sketch beforehand. So here are all my chicken scratch notes here as to how I'm going to lay out the photos, where my paper's going to go. I've decided to use some washi. I even left myself a note so I remember which washi I was going to use. So instead of finding a sketch on Pinterest or something, I'm just doing my own here and then following it as best I can. If I start putting this together and it doesn't work the way I think it's going to work, I may have to adjust this. But I'm going to start with it and hopefully most of it will go according to plan. So my first note on here is that I have my coin paper and my washi. So I left a note saying small dots. That's this one, black and white, small dots. So I'm going to put down the strips of paper and then the washi where I've indicated here, and that'll get me started. So I have adhered down the coin paper and the washi. Now, one thing I did want to mention is you can see this paper is a gold metallic. This particular one is from Stampin' Up! And I will tell you, I'm not sure if they all do this, but I will tell you that this one, if you put washi down and you don't get it where you want it and you pull it up, there is a chance that you may kind of tear off or wear off some of the metallic. It doesn't necessarily rip it, but it makes it look as if it's scuffed. So just be careful. Make sure your washi is where you want it if you're going to use metallic paper like this. So now that I have that down, I can lay out my photos according to what I have here. And so I will get that process going next. I have adhered down all of the photos so you can see how they went together here. And then in this space down below, I've printed out a journaling card, or not a, yeah, it kind of is a journaling card. I can journal on it if I want. It's from a digital set that I bought of all things that are Harry Potter related. So it says Wizarding World, open to muggles. So I'm going to put that right down here. I haven't decided yet if I am actually going to journal on there or if I'll stamp something or add some kind of embellishments. I don't know. But it's going to go down here because I want to make sure the coin paper doesn't get completely covered up. The point is it's a bank, right? So I want it clear that, you know, we've got gold coins over here. But I do want to put this card down, so I will do that now. I did adhere the card, and now up here at the top I have stamped something that I want to add. And here's what I stamped. This is from a set by Kelly Perky. It's called Potterhead. She has released it, sold out, re-released it, I think 4 times now. I can't say whether it's going to be re-released again another time, but I bought it because I knew I wanted it. So, but if you're looking for the set, that's the name of it. So I like this one because it says proud to be a Potterhead, established 1997. And I like that it's circular because it kind of goes nicely with the curve that's right here. So I'm actually going to take this and put it right up here, and then I'm going to put some pop dots behind it so that it is a little bit 3D, so that it'll stand up from the page just a little bit. I adhered my little element here, and you can see there are the pop dots. So it is standing up a little bit off the page, which I like. So the left side, for now at least, is done, and I will move on to the right side. I do have some similar things. I have washi, just as I did over here. Now I noticed on this page I only said 1, and on this page I said 2. I'm not sure about that. If I meant to do that or if that was a mistake, but when I start putting stuff down, I'll see what I think. So that's the same. I have coin paper on the other side positioned similarly. So that's kind of my starting point. But again, as I put things together, if I don't like it or it doesn't fit the way I thought, I'll change it up if I need to. So remember how I was talking earlier about metallic paper? And if you put down washi and it's not where you want it, you lift it up, you run the risk of tearing it or making it look kind of worn. I actually tore it a little bit right here. So let that be a warning to you. Now, luckily, I have a photo planned that's going to go right over it, so you won't even see it. But on any other layout, if you were doing that, you know, just make sure that you can cover it up with something. So these are my other photos. I have this one, which these are my kids, and this one, that's not mine. But these three are waiting in line for the ride. And then I love this picture because if you haven't been to Universal, if you go into the Gringotts ride, you watch all this stuff while you're waiting for it to start. That's how they entertain you while you're waiting in line, which is nice. There's a scene in here where Bill Weasley, and it is actually Domhnall Gleeson, the guy that plays him, is having a conversation with the goblins about Gringotts. And I thought that was pretty cool because I didn't expect to see Bill Weasley. So I had to get a picture of it. And it's, you know, it was on a screen. It's not the clearest or the most crisp photo, but I don't care. I'm going to use it anyway. So I covered up the torn piece there. You can't even tell it was there. I have the washi down on both sides, just like I did in my sketch. And I think I realized I did mean to do that because I wanted to frame the photos on either side. So I'm guessing that's why I did that. And then I just have two more photos that go over here. I have a goblin, and then I had a sign that said grip hook. So I want to get those on there. That's my next step. So I have the majority of both sides done. However, when I'm looking at this, it's kind of hard to see where my camera is here to get all of these in there. It's pretty dark. I mean, I do have some white in there. Nice visual triangle. But I think I need another color, and I'm looking at my son's shirt thinking maybe I should go red because that would really enhance this a little bit, I think. So I'm going to look through my stash and see any kind of red elements that I could add to this that would help liven it up a little bit. I decided to pull some red rhinestones here, if my camera will focus. There we go. To see how that would look. And I do like them. I think it adds a nice little pop of color there. So I am going to add some to the other side as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this strip and this one or just one, not sure. And then I may add some down here somewhere just to liven it up. I'm not sure yet. But I am happy with that little bit of red, so I'm going to go forward with it. So after I put the rhinestones on, I found this washi in my stash, and I decided that looked an awful lot like my son's shirt. It's got kind of the red and the orangey there of the opposite stripe here. So I thought, what the heck, I'm going to use it. It is very, very bright next to that black and white, but I like it. I think it brings in some color. Otherwise it would be really flat, I think. So I put one over there, I did one up here, and I think I'm going to do one more strip, which I have here, in between the portrait and the part that says grip hook, just to bring in a visual triangle, and then it'll separate these as well. So I could do it off to the side. I don't like it right in the middle. I think I'm going to overlap it like so. Yeah, I like that. So in the vein of kind of keeping things fairly simple, I don't think I'm going to add anything else over here. I don't know necessarily that it needs it. I want those coins to show. And then I did add the 3 rhinestones here just again to bring in some more of that red, a little bit of shine, a little bit of color there. So I'll do some journaling later. And then on this side, just added in that washi, the rhinestones you can see. That's about it. I did take my camera off its stand so that you can see how this looks with both pages flush to each other. So I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see how everything came together. And then there's the full view again. So this is another one done. Thanks for watching, everybody.